Future said, "Fuck features. I'm going solo dolo." Future really is the GOAT, man. He really is the GOAT. We back with another stream, y'all. We back with another stream. Let me make sure. Oh shit, hold on. I keep forgetting to do this shit, bro. I keep forgetting to do this. Hold on. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Cause there's a lot. There's a lot that's happened. There's a lot that's happened since we last streamed. Now I think it was. I don't know if it was the previous stream or the stream before that one. We actually reacted to Tyler Herro. So we all know Tyler Herro did the ultimate snake move. Not the ultimate, but kind of snakish. So we know Tyler Herro. We reacted to that. We reacted to him, basically talking shit about his teammate Bam Adebayo with fans. And in those direct messages, those DMs, Tyler Herro was questioning Bam's ability on the court. Now, this is no surprise because obviously we know Tyler Herro is, he's been with the Miami Heat for quite some time. He has, I think he was drafted by the Heat, was he? I think he was drafted by the Heat. And he's basically been, he's been, as far as, alongside Jimmy Butler and, Bam Adebayo, one of the faces of the Miami Heat. And, he's definitely given the Miami Heat organization some, very good productive years. And, in the NBA, in this business, right? I mean, you just got to get it how you live, bro. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. You got to get it how you live. Give me a second real quick, y'all. My bad. You got to get it how you live, man, in this NBA space, bro. If teams feel like they have a opportunity to get better, and with the Miami Heat being an organization that Heat culture, and obviously they're an organization that's known for landing marquee free agents. Pat Riley is out there leading the fray, and it's Heat culture. They're looking to win championships, and ultimately, in the whole Giannis sweepstakes that was basically the biggest, I guess you can say, trending topic in the offseason, with the Miami Heat ultimately being the winners in that whole bidding war, I guess you can say. Tyler Herro, unfortunately, was one of the guys that was put in that trade package. Now, Tyler Herro was actually, I think he was born in Milwaukee. I don't know. Like, there's a lot of talk saying that he was born in Milwaukee. That's his home, so shouldn't be too mad about that. But obviously, Tyler Herro, didn't like that. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay, where's this? What the fuck am I doing? I'm tripping. I could just do it this way. Okay. Testing. Okay, yeah, the mic's working. I'm gonna do this. Okay. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna paste that there, and I'm gonna send this here. Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. My bad. All right, there we go. So yeah. Like I said, I don't know if it was the previous stream or the one before that one, but we reacted to Tyler Herro basically going behind Bam Adebayo's back, questioning his ability on the court, and questioning why the Heat would commit $60 million to him. And there are also reports of Jimmy Butler as well as Tyler Herro and others who were a bit unhappy with how the Miami Heat made Bam their guy. Like, he's untouchable. When it comes to like trade talks, Bam is just the guy who's untouchable. There's been reports about that. But we're here to talk about Tyler Herro right now. We reacted to him, talking shit about Bam, saying, talking to fans about his his ability on the court, wondering why he's gonna pay 60 million, and he also went as far as to say that he based on what I've read, he basically felt that he was the best player on the team, and clearly Tyler Herro, with much respect to him, and I was actually getting some comments of people saying that I was disrespecting Tyler Herro. It was a short, but I have to give that guy some slack. He probably didn't like watch the whole video, because when you read it, when you see a short, it's kind of gives you a little context. But I was giving Tyler Herro respect in the sense that he's a great offensive player, right? I think this past season, granted he dealt with injuries, he averaged about 23 points per game, 23 and 5, something like that. I could be wrong, but he's proven to be a very good scorer, as well as a guy who can facilitate to an extent, right? But for the most part, Tyler Herro is known as being very injury prone, and he's not really that great on defense. He can score the basketball, don't get me wrong, he can shoot, but he just can't really defend on the other end and stop anybody from scoring. So sort of kind of a net negative when you think about it from a pure basketball standpoint. And there's a reason the Miami Heat organization chose not to pick you, Tyler Herro. You know what I'm saying? Like I said this in the other video where we reacted to Bam punching him, where I said his beef shouldn't really be with, you know, Bam. It should be with Pat Riley, right? And to be honest, when I reacted to the video, I told myself, I'm like, I don't know. I said, I don't know if Tyler Herro and Bam are going to be friends after this, because this man is literally talking, and it's like you're talking to random people who you really probably don't even know, probably never met these guys, and you're literally indirect messages with fans on your Finsta talking shit, right? And it doesn't help that you also post where is it? Oh, where is it? Hmm. Where is it? I just get so lost in these posts sometimes, man. I really want to show you guys that screenshot. There we go. So to proceed, it doesn't help that in addition to, talking behind his teammates' back, right, with random fans that don't know who you are, and really, you really shouldn't put trust in people these days, especially fans, because they're gonna do anything in their power to, you know, gain clicks and views and garner attention, because you're talking shit behind your teammates' back, and obviously the fan is going to feel compelled to expose you, which he did. But it also doesn't help when you're posting, this, right? Like, this is clear disrespect. Now it may be factual, right? This may be factual, but the fact that you're posting this after you get traded, it's going to leave a bad taste in people's mouth, right? So he took shots at two people primarily, right? Giannis, who was shooting the lowest field goal percentage from mid range at 27%, and Bam Adebayo is at 35%. And I'm sure Bam saw this shit and was like, nah, bro, he got to see me. He got to see me. So we reacted to all that, right? And I'm going to be honest with you guys. Never did I think Bam would actually, confront Tyler Herro and actually, punch him, right? Now, we obviously reacted to that, right? Where reportedly Bam punched, well, according to Shams, right? Shams said that Bam struck Tyler Herro in the face after they had like a brief exchange in Las Vegas. I think it was like a summer league thing. And I do think that Shams actually, there was like an updated like video of him talking about it. Let me see if I can get that for you guys. So here's the updated. I don't know if I don't know if he's spoken about it today, but this is like the most recent video I see him actually speaking on it, right? All right, so okay, this is 4 hours ago.
What happened in Vegas? What happened in Vegas? because it didn't stay there. So what more can you tell us about this incident and what we should be expecting moving forward?
MJ, this all stemmed from Tyler Herro's comments that leaked on social media critiquing Bam Adebayo. And Bam Adebayo on Friday morning at Resorts World Hotel at a practice court approached Tyler Herro about that. And they had a back and forth, and that culminated in Tyler Herro being struck in the face area. Both teams, the Heat and the Bucks, are aware of the situation. There is believed to be surveillance footage available to be reviewed as well, but at this point, no word on any
Oh, damn. Yo, when that video comes out, we're going to react to that.
Investigation from the NBA. This is believed to be an off-court situation. Tyler Herro not pursuing any legal action as of right now, of course. And Tyler Herro and Bam Adebayo clearly have had some sort of falling out. Potentially began last season as teammates together. It was their 7th year together as teammates in Miami, but now Tyler Herro has moved on in a trade for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's now in Milwaukee, and my understanding is both Tyler Herro and Bam Adebayo here today on Monday want to move on from this situation, but obviously there was lingering effects from this throughout on Friday.
Yeah, man. So Bam actually stood on business. Now, obviously, we don't condone violence. I'm not going to sit here and say that, I was joking saying that he stood on business, in the video. I was joking, but from a pure, person standpoint, I understand that. And again, I do think it was deserved. Now, do I think it was warranted? No, because I do think that the NBA is probably going to, I mean, they're definitely going to, maybe it might be, I don't know if it's a fine, they might suspend. I don't imagine they'll suspend Bam, but they're definitely gonna, exercise some sort of disciplinary action, because obviously the NBA, they're not big on violence. They're that's like a zero tolerance kind of thing for them. But when you really think about it, right? Tyler Herro had this coming. And the reason I was mainly surprised is because Bam isn't a guy who does things like this, right? He doesn't really fight, isn't a guy that's confrontational. Not to say that this makes him confrontational, but I mean, Bam probably saw those DMs and saw how much, Tyler was disrespecting his game and was like, nah, I gotta see this nigga about this, right? And he definitely stood on business when he saw him face to face. Now, there were some videos rolling around of Tyler Herro talking about it, like, I guess you can say post-fight. I don't even know if it was like a real fight, maybe like a little altercation, whatever. But they said that Bam marked his face up like he had like a bruise. And it didn't look like he had a bruise to me. But Tyler Herro was definitely good at hiding the fact that he just got into like some tough with his former teammate, right? But there was a funny interaction that I saw where Shannon Sharp on Nightcap actually not responded, but he actually reacted to this. And I have to share this with you guys because this was pretty fucking hilarious.
This doesn't look. Everybody have this nice persona. They see him. He got a nice little lady. He got a nice lady down here in Asia. Great couple. Great couple. Bam don't seem to bother anybody. But you kind of knew this would be a problem. Every man has a breaking point, Ocho. I don't care what it is.
Yep.
Every person has a breaking point. What you try to do is not get there. Because here's the thing. I saw an interview that said if someone was to have your back, they asked Tyler Herro. He said, Bam. Now, I don't know if they crossed paths, but they both went to Kentucky, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah. Under Coach Cal. Yeah.
So now we're looking at a situation like you said, if anybody's going to have my back, it's going to be Bam. And then you turn around and you say this about Bam. So Bam trying to figure out, look, what's really going on. No, I don't like that answer. Pop.
Absolutely. Yeah, ain't no talking.
I ain't know they got into a physical altercation.
Yeah. From what I've heard, is it happened at the basketball court at Resorts World. I guess Tyler was there with his AAU team. Does that sound about right, Joe?
Yeah. Yeah, man. Hey. Listen, I like Tyler Herro. I like his swag. I like everything about him. But that's one thing, hey, bro. You go to talking about guys, some of them dudes gonna make you eat them words you talking about.
And especially talking about his pockets, because you basically talking about like he don't need it.
Yeah. So, hey, keep your mouth shut. Keep my name out your mouth. You know what I'm talking about? So, hey, Bam ain't playing that, man.
Yeah. Why you think he got the name Bam?
This nigga, yo, Unc funny, bro.
Yeah, what you think he got the name Bam for?
Damn, man.
Right? Hey,
They
but
got-
also,
We got to have a conversation though. Hey, Uncle
that?
Joe.
We talk about it now. I'm good now.
I'm just saying. I know they had an altercation, but I'm just saying, cooler head.
We can talk about it now.
nah.
Listen, maybe apology from Herro saying, "Listen, I said some things I shouldn't have said. Listen, we're gonna have to cross paths for a very long time. For
I
a
might
very
whip
long
your
time.
ass every time I see you too.
Hey.
Yeah, they need to squash that though. They need to
Nah,
squash
hey,
that.
but you got to take into consideration, Uncle Ocho. The man got traded. Emotions are high, so we know his logic gonna be pretty low. And he probably said some things that he probably shouldn't have said, or probably wish he wouldn't have said. But hell, once you put it out there, ain't no taking it back, bro.
Yeah,
You got to stand on it.
You got to be careful sending people stuff in the DM because guess what? When they get mad, what they gonna do? Screenshot it?
And that's my thing, bro. That I think that's really like what sort of kind of justifies it in my opinion. Again, like don't condone violence, but it's like you want behind this. And the thing is, Tyler Herro and Bam were like one of the closest, guys on the team, based on what they say. They said this. So for him to go behind his back and just say these type of things, regardless of public opinion, because there's some people that commented on my initial reaction video saying that Tyler Herro made some decent points. Maybe he did. Maybe he did make some decent points. But the fact that he's on his Finsta talking to random people about his teammate that I'm pretty sure he had like, personal moments with. Like, this is a guy he goes to work with. These guys he's talking to in the DMs, like, he doesn't know these cats. And he's just talking shit about his teammate to people he does not know. I think that's the craziest part about it. And I'm not gonna lie to you. Maybe when Bam approached Tyler Herro, he probably asked him on some shit like, yo, what was all that about? And Tyler Herro was like, man, listen, I stood on that. I stood on that shit. I stand on that. Yo, man, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy if that was the case.
Yep.
Oh, wait. Oh, he didn't type that publicly?
Ash, was this public or was it something in the DM? Oh, why would he post?
He posted. Or the other person.
Hey.
So Tyler Herro posted what he said about Bam, and not the guy that he was talking to in the DM.
Yeah, so that's that. So coming out of that whole thing, right? There was additional reports coming out that here we go here. It says that according to player, let me move this on the screen here. The fuck? It says according to players and coaches who have competed against the 26-year-old Herro, he has been described as cocky and someone who consistently attempts to rile up opposing players by talking trash and insinuating he'll fight. Same boring tough guy shit. Said, quote, this is a quote by the way, said one individual, and this is Kelly Eco, right? Now, when I saw this report, guys, I couldn't help but think about this video. Hold on. Y'all remember when Tyler Herro got thrown by, was it Amen Thompson? Like, when I saw that report, I couldn't help but think about this video, bro. Hold on. Y'all remember when Tyler Herro got thrown? Like Amen Thompson literally grabbed this guy and just like threw him like he was nothing. Like, bro, that shit was crazy.
Herro and Amen Thompson locking up. Oh my goodness. Gets thrown to the floor. Here come both benches.
Yo.
And now frustration's boiling over.
Yo, this sound like some WWE shit. What the fuck?
Herro and Amen Thompson.
So right there, he just flung his shit.
Locking up. Oh my goodness.
Gets thrown to the floor. Here come both benches. And now frustration's boiling over. And both teams red hot. Amen Thompson and Tyler Herro.
And I'm not gonna lie, Tyler Herro's doing it. I don't know, bro. If I get dropped like that, oh no, bro.
One after one another.
Frustration is right. That is 100% frustration. Griffin Blake tossed earlier. And then Thompson locked up.
And
All right, so here's a slow-mo.
Udoka was just ejected. I think Ben Sullivan, Rockets' lead assistant coach, may have been ejected.
Ooh-wee. That ain't it. That ain't it, bro. I mean, he got right back up.
I've never seen.
Yeah, literally, guys. That's literally the first thing I thought about when I saw that report. So, and here's here's Patrick Beverley on his reaction. Here's Patrick Beverley's reaction.
You gotta do better, bro. Tyler, man, you letting this man punch out on you, man. You in Vegas, man. You don't go take some lessons, man. Come on, man. Y'all ex-teammates, man. Y'all doing too much, man. Y'all done did some special things together. Now y'all around here whooping on each other, man. Y'all, come on, man. Y'all gotta do better, man. Y'all gotta do better. Come on, man. We gotta do better, bro. Tyler.
I mean, the size difference. I don't know, bro. I don't know. So yeah. Now there's further like developments coming out of this. So there were many reactions coming out of this, Bam Adebayo and Tyler Herro incident, right? Most notably Draymond Green. So Draymond Green actually came out to give his opinion on the incident between Bam Adebayo and Tyler Herro. And he brought up Udonis Haslem because, as we all know, Udonis Haslem is a former Heat player. And we know that when Draymond Green punched Jordan Poole in the face, Udonis Haslem actually reacted to that. So, and clearly when Udonis Haslem reacted to that, Draymond didn't like what he had to say. And now it's funny because it's like Draymond Green like kept that mental note, and when this happened, he's like, "Oh, let me come out and say this." But basically, that was what I took from his initial reaction. So let me play Draymond Green's reaction to Bam Adebayo and Tyler Herro's incident, and how he involves UD by saying that he's not keeping the same energy because, and it's crazy. I don't want to confuse you guys. It's kind of crazy. Let me just play it so you guys can understand what I'm talking about. Oh, here we go. Where is it? I feel like I just searched up Draymond Green. It should be up. Okay, here we go. It says Draymond Green wants to know if Udonis Haslem will keep the same energy for Bam punching Tyler Herro that he did when Draymond punched Jordan Poole. And I'm also going to play Udonis Haslem's initial reaction to the Jordan Poole punch of Draymond Green. Okay, check this out.
On the association, Bam Adebayo and Tyler Herro got into a physical altercation in Las Vegas on Friday in which allegedly, Bam struck Tyler Herro on a practice court inside Resorts World Casino. Apparently it started when Bam approached Tyler about the comments that he made, critiquing what most took as Bam. He never said Bam name, but I think everyone who heard or read or, heard about what he did or read or saw, I think everyone assumed that it was Bam. In turn, apparently they bumped into each other, and he also posted a graphic that showed that Bam was in the bottom 10% of qualified mid-range shooters with percentage. He also showed that. He also showed that Giannis is also on that list, and Bam and Giannis are teammates. So, I think just like most people thought for this reason that it was to Bam, and I think Bam may have felt that way. I found it, quite amusing that they got into it. I think, listen, I'm not one to sit and judge like, oh man, these guys got into a fight. It is what it is. I wonder, the one thing that I really started to wonder about was, I remember when I got into it with Jordan Poole, in a little different situation, I guess, because these guys aren't teammates anymore. But similar in the fact that Tyler Herro came up under Bam. He's younger than Bam in the league. Bam has been in interviews speaking with Tyler Herro about how, he got my back, I got his back. And I remember one person when the Jordan Poole incident happened with me who was really, really, really outspoken about it, who like everyone else didn't have a ton of context because you weren't there, but was really outspoken about it. And it really bothered me. Was Udonis Haslem. And the reason it really bothered me is because, man, everybody can have an opinion, and your opinion is what your opinion is. But, I saw Udonis Haslem get into it with guys on teams that was younger than him before, a la Jimmy Butler. I had seen that before, and then he came out and he like, that's ridiculous. You get into it with your young guy. I can't believe you did that. And it really bothered me because I was like, damn, man, like, so this dude ain't never been in, and this dude ain't never been in practice where somebody get into a fight. He ain't never got into a fight in practice. Maybe not. He been in Miami the whole time. Maybe they don't have fights in their practice. You know, the heat, what is it? Heat culture or heat wave. Or maybe they don't have fights. Like, it really threw me for a loop because, you know, I don't really care what most people say, but when I have respect for certain guys, it does matter when you have respect for guys. And so when I saw that, I was just like, damn, man, this dude doing what everybody else doing, acting like he. And so when I first saw this, I was like, damn, this is two young guys Udonis Haslem raised. And yeah, they not on the same team no more, but if you raise this young guy in the light of what you were saying.
So basically, Draymond, and this is crazy to me. This is my reaction to this. I'm gonna let the video continue playing, but he's basically saying that because Udonis Haslem he's the face of Heat culture, right? He was with the Heat his whole career, and he was there when he was there when Bam was there, when Bam, you know, was drafted there, as well as Tyler Herro. And Draymond is saying because he raised them and groomed them, right, that it's Udonis Haslem's fault. Like, he has some sort of kind of like involvement in this altercation between Bam and Tyler Herro. That's some crazy work, Draymond. Crazy work, bro.
About me, and now he punches this other young guy that y'all kind of co-raised. Are you gonna have that same energy? And the reality is, I don't really want him to have the same energy because I love Bam. That's my brother. Love Bam. It's my dog. Won a gold medal together. So I actually wouldn't want someone to even have that same energy towards Bam. However, I just was wondering, like, man, I wonder what Udonis Haslem going to say, because Tyler Herro, who's from Milwaukee like Jordan Poole, who has a lot of bravado as a young guy like Jordan Poole, who probably says some very disrespectful things like Jordan Poole. I just wonder, like, man, I wonder if he gonna have that same energy.
So, yeah. So, first of all, I completely disagree with Draymond's point. This doesn't make any sense. There's no correlation. These are two completely different situations. There's no evidence of Udonis Haslem punching a teammate in the face. And sure, he can use the example of him getting into a fight with Jimmy Butler. Not a fight. It was really like a face-to-face. They were talking shit. The team ultimately separated them. But if you guys want, we can actually pull that up, and, you know, just to give you guys clear context. And following that, I'll play Udonis Haslem's initial reaction to Draymond punching Jordan Poole in the face to show you guys that, come on, like, Draymond's point. I love Draymond. I love what he's, as far as like listening to his podcast, I love to hear him talk basketball, but he's completely wrong on this point. But let me see if I can find that. I know I saved it somewhere. It was like a back and forth between Jimmy Butler and Udonis Haslem. Here we go. So as you can see. So he's telling him, I'll beat your ass. And the reason this is, to give you guys clear context, the reason this happened is because allegedly, and I wasn't there, I don't know if I'm reporting this 100% accurate, but from what I've seen and what I understand is Jimmy Butler is being disrespectful to some of the coaching staff, some of the players, and, you know, as Udonis Haslem being the glue guy for that team, he wasn't having it. As a leader of that team, he was like, no, you're not going to disrespect the players, you're not going to disrespect the coaches. We're not having that. So he was, you know, defending some of the players and coaches, just to give you guys clear context. He's not punching him in the face, with respect to Draymond Green. Now let me play Udonis Haslem reaction to Draymond Green punching Jordan Poole. Here we go. Wait, where is it? Oh, do I have it here? Did Heat Central save this? Hold on. My bad, y'all. I have it here. Okay, I have it here. Here we go. This is his reaction.
Gonna take that tech, gonna take that foul, and protect their teammates. But we don't start that shit. We don't start it. We ain't bullies. We don't look for it. We don't initiate it. We are guys that prevent it. We are guys that protect our teammates. You know what I'm saying? We never looking for it. We never starting it. We ain't running out, choking them up. We ain't karate chopping people in the temple. You know what I'm saying? On the humbug. I seen that same move on Kung Fu Theater last Sunday. So we ain't doing that. So, man, I got a lot of respect for Draymond, man. But right now, Draymond tripping. It's another thing, man. For me, people think he crazy. I think he's smart because he know who he fucking with. You know what I'm saying? He know who he fucking with. He choked that Gobert. He was Jokic. He fucking up people that really ain't gonna do
Jokic.
Nothing back. You know what I'm saying? So
he's not crazy. He's smart.
In reverse, he actually got some sense.
So he's smart crazy.
He's smart crazy.
Yeah.
Or he crazy smart.
Oh, crazy smart.
Crazy
Whatever
smart. That's what he is. He crazy smart. I mean, Jordan Poole, come on, man, young fella.
Yep.
At the end of the day, man, we here to guide these young fellas in the right direction. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
They gonna make mistakes. They gonna say crazy shit, but they young. You imagine me swinging on Herro?
Oh, yeah, that'd be a bad look.
I'd take a long walk on the short pill. I'd never forgive myself. I'd never.
And to me, this is funny, to me, this is a fair assessment of what happened, right? No disrespect, just just giving his raw opinion. And I felt that, Draymond is making it seem like UD disrespected him, saying to keep that same energy. And granted, I don't think UD gave his opinion on, the Bam Adebayo and Tyler Herro beef or altercation, but still, I don't think that matters.
Forgive myself.
Take a long walk.
I'd never forgive myself if I swung on Herro. You know what I'm saying? So,
and he's so important to those guys too. That's what's crazy.
I'm sure a lot of these young guys around the league are looking at Draymond like, yo, come on, man, we look up to you. I realized that more of you guys like me when I stopped playing. Obviously, the competitive side had left, and I was more of a mentor. But I got reached out through Instagram.
Yeah, man.
Gonna take that tech. Gonna take that.
So that was his reaction, which I thought was fair. Was a fair reaction. So here's the latest update on that. So following Draymond Green's response on his podcast, right? Udonis Haslem actually added Draymond Green on Twitter and responded to him in a very long, it was a long ass paragraph. I had to put it in two different posts to fit the thing on my Instagram. So it says here, Udonis Haslem slams Draymond Green for his delusional comparison of a recent altercation involving Bam Adebayo to Green's past sucker punch on Jordan Poole. Let's get into it, guys. Let's see what UD has to say. He added Draymond and says, "I see some things just don't change, LOL. You was on sucker shit 4 years ago when you swung on Jordan Poole, and you on sucker shit now. Excuse me. I usually don't engage, but since you went so far left to get my attention, here it is. If you think your big 32-year-old, 3 or 4 rings at the time, have an ass swinging on a 23-year-old Jordan Poole at that time is the same, then you are even more delusional than I thought. First of all, Bam is 28, Tyler is 26. Neither one of them got it all figured out yet. Maybe I was giving you too much credit at the time because I thought you did so. That's why I commented. Second, anyone who knows Bam knows he's strong as baby bear. If you would have unloaded on Tyler 100%, it's over. You fired off on that young boy like it was a club punch, and you never met him before in your life. Third, yeah, I did go at Jimmy. You damn right. The shit you pulled in Golden State and that shit he pulled in Chicago, talking crazy to Hoiberg and disrespecting teammates. There we go. It confirms it. In practice, in Minnesota, ain't gonna fly in a 305. So yeah, I checked his ass. Then he continues to say, call it heat culture or whatever you want, but before I let one player disrespect Spo in front of the squad, cut his legs out and disrespect what 15 other guys trying to get accomplished, I'll kick his ass. I owe that to Zoe and Tim and Glenn and the rest of my OGs. I don't really vibe with you, and I think you know that. So unless it's me on Prime talking hoops, I won't mention you at all. You brought me into this, and I am retired and out the way. I suggest you keep it pushing because I ain't giving out no more hall passes, bro. I'm gonna keep it a beam with you guys. I'm with Udonis Haslem on this. There's no evidence of Udonis Haslem actually sucker punching a teammate a young player. And I don't know, Draymond. I think Draymond is reaching here, right? Obviously, he didn't like Udonis Haslem's initial, comments on him sucker punching Jordan Poole, and he's kept a mental note till you know, he had a reason to speak on it. That's just my reaction to that. But, you know, I don't think Draymond should respond. I think he should just leave this alone. Take the L, bro. It is what it is. I think Draymond actually did apologize about the whole situation, saying he regretted it. So just move past this shit, bro. It is what it is. I'm pretty sure more surveillance will come out to, you know, show us what happened. But according to some reports, people were saying that the altercation between Bam and Tyler Herro isn't as serious as many people are, you know, making it out to be, right? So yeah, man, that's crazy. So we have an update on the LeBron Sweepstakes.
I talked to LeBron James' agent, Rich Paul, and he said LeBron James has all the information needed. So now it's all up to LeBron James to make his decision. So as of right now, he is in deliberation phase. And so we can expect, well, we hope to expect, I should say, that he will make a decision at some point soon. But definitely the Miami Heat, Cleveland Cavaliers, they're in the mix, along with the Golden State Warriors, Denver Nuggets, Minnesota Timberwolves, and the Philadelphia 76ers.
Denver Nuggets, huh?
It
was to my understanding that it was just like 3 teams. 76ers, Philly, and the Heat. The Warriors, and well, according to reports, the Warriors were out of the mix because Washington shut down trade talks for Anthony Davis. So if you guys aren't keeping up with this, and I don't think I have to scroll down, like Anthony Davis, there was like a big thing where the biggest, I guess, I don't know if it was a pitch, but the reporting was that in order for the Warriors to land LeBron James, they needed to land this guy, right? Here's him putting him work in the lab. Nah, I ain't trying to get copyrighted. I mean, this looks cool and all, but when you get injured, bro, it's like, oh, shit. But yeah, man, did you guys also see that they're saying that Rich Paul leaked the script? Not really leaked the script, but leaked where LeBron James is going to. Hold on, let me see if I can. Did y'all see that? Here we go. It says Rich Paul almost slips up and said he doesn't care if LeBron goes to the 76ers. What y'all think about this? Is this something or nothing?
Care about any of that. I wouldn't care if you went to the 70 to the 96 Bulls. Do whatever you want to do.
That boy said, "Oh shit." Is that something? Is it something or nothing?
Care if you went to the 70 to the 96 Bulls. Do whatever you want to do.
That boy said, "Shit, I almost fucked up." Hey, man. Here's Ocho Cinco. So Ocho Cinco, if I'm saying it right, who's on Nightcap, I think he lives in Miami. He wants LeBron in Miami bad.
His next move has to be his best move. That's what they're thinking. So stay with me, y'all. Listen to me now. Look at the landscape of the NBA right now. What is the best thing for LeBron to do? Okay, do I want to go play in the West? Absolutely not. Listen, Golden State, it looked good on paper. Does he want to play with Steph? Yes. He's always loved to play with Steph. But at this point in his career, do you want to go to the West and deal with them juggernauts? No, you don't want to deal with Denver. You don't want to deal with the Spurs and Wemby. You don't want to deal with them. So what's the best fit for him? The East over there in Philly? Why? You got Maxey need the ball. You got Jalen Brunson. Again, I mentioned it earlier. Jalen Brown. You got Embiid sort of clogging up the hole a little bit. He in the way. That don't make no sense. Down here, the 305 in the county, we already been. Why not bring another trip down here? You could facilitate, you could dictate.
I'm gonna be real with you. Based on the reporting, rumors, speculation, what many people are saying, to me, bro, it's between, and I just finished saying that the Warriors out of the mix, but hey, you never know what happens, right? Steph Curry actually came out, I think it was like he was playing golf and he asked a question about, he gave his pitch basically on LeBron James possibly joining their team. And to me, it's Miami or the Warriors. Now, to me, Philly was one of those top destinations from a standpoint that, LeBron doesn't have to do much. But the main thing we have to go back to is, what did Rich Paul say? He said LeBron is looking for basketball happiness. And to me, basketball happiness for LeBron James is being the second option at minimum. At minimum. If he goes to Golden State, he's the second option at minimum. sometimes he'll be the first option because he's definitely going to be running the show. Steph Curry doesn't need the ball to be effective, right? And that Steph Curry and shit, even that Steph Curry and LeBron James pick and roll is going to be fucking decent. But in Miami, he can run the show as well, right? I don't know, man. It's and based on the way Rich Paul has been speaking about like LeBron's possible destinations, he said that, and I actually reported it. We'll get back to the clip, but he actually said LeBron, this decision, where is it? Here we go. He says, Rich Paul, he says LeBron James' next decision will be made on his terms, regardless of outside opinions. Why would he feel the need to say this, right? It sounds like LeBron's about to make, because many people feel like he should go back to Cleveland, right? That's a storybook ending. And but when you see reporting like this, people start to think like, look at this guy. He thinks the 76ers. People are saying, damn, he might go to the Warriors. Maybe even the Miami Heat. Now, the Miami Heat wouldn't be as bad because he's actually won championships with them before, and he's gone there. Right?
It's all serious, but in this case, it's a little different. It is. It's a little different. And I will tell you this, Max. This is the one time that what someone thinks, and when I say someone thinks, I'm not talking about like it was ever before, like what a person thought before, which is always situational, right? For different reasons. But this time, it doesn't matter what anyone thinks or has to say or anything. Like, my advice would be those people speculating, analysts, opinions, all that, we don't care about, don't dare care about any of that. I wouldn't care if you went to the 70 to the 96 Bulls.
That's the clip.
Do whatever you want to do.
And the interesting thing is this reminds.
And I take it.
Yeah, man. My bad. Back to the Ocho Cinco clip.
Hey,
Well,
control the pace of the games.
Well, hey, do I got to worry about my cookies getting taken again?
Now we good. We good.
Hey. I mean, you telling me that now, but when I get there, what is it gonna be like?
It's like a recruiting trip, Joe. They tell you all the good stuff until they get you to sign, and then all of a sudden, no, it ain't nothing like that.
We're gonna be good. We're gonna be good.
Man, y'all funny, man.
But let me ask you this, Rich.
Okay. Hey, listen, Rich.
Go ahead, Joe.
Rich, damn, can we? I mean, what coast we
Dollar
gonna be
bill
on, man?
can't
We gonna be on
give
the
you
east?
nothing, Joe.
Hey, Joe. I just explained everything to you. He's in a tough spot.
Yeah.
So I'm Rich representation right now. I'm his voice.
Okay,
I'm his platform. Right. I'm telling y'all what's gonna happen.
It's just kind of hard to believe.
Yeah, man. They're saying that LeBron's gonna make his decision sometime this week. Shams also reported that this is like, it's crazy. This is like big, like when Shams reports, this is like, bro, what the fuck? But Draymond Green also gave a pitch to LeBron James because they were hanging out, I think, this past weekend.
And us being brothers, I'd be remiss if I don't take the opportunity to throw my pitch in there. I'd be crazy if we're together for X amount of days and at no point am I like, yo, we need to chop it up. Like, what the hell going on? What we doing? And so there's that. Of course I did that. And of course, the pitch was crazy. Like, since I think I'm pretty decent at it. Does it change anything? Does it make anything happen? I don't know. I hope so. With the things that I shared in it, I believe it definitely is going to make the brain work a little bit. If I don't think there's a decision that's been made, but say if there was, it'll make you think twice about it. And so, and us being brothers.
Tracy McGrady also came out and said, shit, at this stage of his career, why shouldn't LeBron just, why not join Steph Curry? Shit, why not? Fuck it.
When I looked at Steve Kerr, who was on his way out, was about to retire, And
we
then all
talked
of a
about
sudden,
it. He did it
we
for
did
some reason. There's something brewing. There's something brewing.
And then he comes and signs a 2-year deal because I thought when he was like he does so well on this thing right here for TV, right? I thought he was coming back to this, and then he signs a 2-year deal. So I'm like, something's brewing, bro. Something's cooking up for him to sign that deal because you're not getting any younger, right? And the way you guys ended last year is just like it felt like it was over for them. Now he signs this 2-year deal. LeBron is a free agent, and we're hearing, Steph and LeBron wanted to play together. We don't know how much of, truth to that. But if this is last year, why not go team up with Steph, Jimmy Butler, and Al in Golden State? Bro, you talking about a rock star studded team and season everywhere they go. Steph Curry,
It's like the Miami
LeBron
Heat again.
James, my guy.
I'm not gonna lie, they're gonna be having stadiums packed. Can you imagine the and at one point LeBron fans and Steph fans were like mortal enemies. Like especially between 2015, 2018, mortal enemies. But I do think that once they played together, in the Olympics, I feel like Steph Curry fans and LeBron fans like, we cool. So for them, like for LeBron to join the Warriors, shit, that's gonna be box office as fuck.
You talk to end your career with Steph Curry.
What the hell?
in
Go
the
get Klay Thompson too. Come on over. Bring him back too.
Bruh. I know LeBron has played with a lot of greats. I just would love to see that on his way out. If this is his last season, I would love to see Bron with Steph Curry and just see the fandom and everything that comes with that. I think that'd be great. Go out that way, bro. Forget what everybody else is saying, man. Go play with Steph, bro, and ride that one out. Forget it. Let's rock.
Fuck it.
Go ride with Steph, my guy. Steph, Jimmy Butler, and Al Horford. Play with your Olympic coach. Go play for him and see what y'all can do. You've been playing with all the other superstars. Go play with him, man. I mean, forget it, bro. That's no last ride. You see what I'm saying? You've been playing with everybody. Go play with Steph. It is what it is, man. We're over teaming up with guys. It's a thing. You know what I'm saying? We so far removed from, oh man, you going to team up, man? Forget it. It's basketball. Let's do it. We've been seeing it. So
then you bring
do it.
If he goes there, then you bring Draymond back. Defensive presence with Al Horford.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. There's just so much speculation, man. There's so much speculation, man. At this point, I don't even know, man. At this point, I don't know where Bron's gonna land. I will say this. If LeBron doesn't go back to Cleveland, I mean, he has to play another, maybe 2 years? Because he has to end it going back home, right? It wouldn't make sense to me if LeBron ended his career on a different team other than Cleveland. That would just feel weird to me. But Kenny Atkinson actually was speaking on being in the mix for the greatest player of all time, LeBron James.
Listen, this is an exciting time for us, right? Like we're in the mix for the greatest player of all time.
That guy.
My personal opinion. So it's exciting, right? Like, man, we're I think you're nervous, but we understand how it is. He's obviously has earned that right to take his time. Obviously, family.
I'm going to be very honest. The only problem I have with LeBron going back to Cleveland, and this is no disrespect to James Harden, but I don't know if it works if LeBron plays alongside Harden, because Harden can't really do much when he's playing off the ball. Like, he needs the ball to be effective, and again, Harden is going to go down as an all-time great. I'm not trying to disrespect him, but LeBron needs the ball in his hands, bro, to be effective, to be who he is. And granted, he did show that he can, still be effective somewhat at this age, playing off the ball, behind Luka and Austin in LA. But come on, man. That's what makes this whole free agency thing tricky, because there's I don't know, bro. I just don't know. you know, on the Warriors, and I feel like he can be himself the most in Miami or in Golden State. If you're in Cleveland, bro, I feel like that's a sticky situation, and they may have to make a decision. I don't know. Harden's up there in age, but respect to Harden, I still feel like LeBron is better than him, even at 42, soon to be 42. That's just me. That's just me. All right, so I want to pivot to Charles Barkley. So Charles Barkley was actually speaking about LeBron's free agency. Let me get a sip of water real quick. It's the blueprint right here. Excuse me, my bad. So I have here, it says Charles Barkley. He spoke on, you know, LeBron's free agency and said that his best bet is to just go back to Cleveland. And that, you know, he basically said that if LeBron were to go to any other team like the Golden State Warriors, the 76ers, that he would be looked at as a ring chaser and it would just lower his legacy. This has been like really one of the main talking points that I've been seeing floating around in the Twitter spaces. And it just makes me roll my eyes because it's like, okay, well, let's react to this. Let's react to this. Is there okay. Here we go. My bad. Y'all.
Basketball talk. Yeah. Are you following this LeBron thing? Where
I'm not following this LeBron thing at all. I got a life. I got a
out the gate, bro. Out the gate.
life. LeBron's his only move, in my opinion, is to go back to Cleveland. If he goes to Golden State or somewhere else, it'd be like he's chasing Michael Jordan, goes trying to win more championship. He don't have no affiliation with those other teams. His only affiliation where he was born was Cleveland, Ohio. So I think he should go back to Cleveland.
As we work in the Bay Area, obviously people in the Warriors arena
Yeah,
talking
man,
about
if you go to the Warriors, he'd just be chasing Michael Jordan. And let me tell you something. The only thing the Warriors, if he goes to the Warriors, all they got to worry about is...
Here's my problem. Because I've seen a lot of old heads, right, from the past generation. They keep saying he's trying to chase Michael Jordan. All I hear from you OGs is he can never catch Jordan. He can, right? So if you know he can never catch Jordan, right? Why do you guys care where he goes? Or why is it a thing that, it could lower his legacy because he's trying to chase Jordan? Like, no matter what Bron does, LeBron could win 3 chips probably, which if I'm being real, that's not gonna happen. But he could do that, and people will still find a way to discredit it. So it's like, who gives a fuck, right? And that's why I feel like he possibly could probably join the Warriors just to piss y'all niggas off. I mean, some of the talking points Rich Paul's coming out with saying he doesn't care. This is a decision based on not giving a fuck what people think. I mean, don't be surprised, bro.
Do they have enough depends? A Sorbing Jr., Ben Gay with all them old ass geezers they have on the team. So he should not go to Golden State. He should go, seriously, between Steph, Draymond, Jimmy Butler, and LeBron, they'd have to get a lot of depends, a lot of Sorbing Jr., Ben Gay, with all those old ass geezers on the same team. But he should go to Cleveland where he grew up, and it'd be a great way to finish the story.
At the same time, though, at 41 years old, is it amazing that he's still able to play at a high level?
He's playing at a high level. He's amazing. I love LeBron, but he should do the right thing and go back to Cleveland.
And the last thing I wanted to ask you is, when you look at the Warriors, last year you said the Warriors were too old.
They are too old. They're only going to be older. They were too old last year, and they're only going to be older. And older people don't do but one thing, they die. Old people don't get healthy, old people die.
Man, I love to hear Chuck talk basketball, bro. Even though I don't always agree with what he has to say, but he's good. He's good for the game. Somebody says Bron already passed Jordan. He's just doing side missions now. Hey, he should go to the Cavs or Heat. Probably won't have the chance for a championship on either, but the vibes would be cool. At this point, LeBron doesn't have anything left to prove, whether he stays or returns to Cleveland. Cleveland already have one of the best teams in 2K. With LeBron, it'll just be nuts. Your opinion don't count. This nigga on tour right now telling a grown-ass man what to do. And you know what? I mean, shit. For those who don't know, Charles Barkley actually... Let's ask AI. Did Charles Barkley ring chase? Because Charles Barkley actually did join the Houston Rockets. Here we go. It says here, because I saw somebody say this. Somebody brought this up. It says Charles Barkley did not win the NBA championship during his 16-year playing career, but he famously requested a trade in 1996 to the Houston Rockets, a move critics often point to as a late career attempt to chase a title alongside stars Hakeem Olajuwon and Clyde Drexler. Oh, interesting. Because Rich Paul shuts down Charles Barkley ring chasing claim. I think there was a clip on this as well, right?
The update this morning is there is no update. However, we did hear from his agent, Rich Paul. Take a listen.
I think when you have a player like him, he unlocks something on one of all 30 teams. The team he chooses, I don't know yet. There's a seriousness that comes with this. There's a competitiveness that comes. We know how hard it is to win championships. No roster, no organization is guaranteed to win a championship, but you do want to be competitive. You do want to have an opportunity come late April and early May to compete at a high level and give yourself the best chance of winning. He's not chasing the ring. You hear these things like, why do we have to chase? He got 4. There's nothing to chase. He's not chasing the ghosts or anything like that.
Talk that talk, Rich Paul.
But when you've worked this hard to position yourself the way you have, and you can actually decide what you want to do, who wouldn't take advantage of that? So we're not worried about nobody's opinions or anything like that. He's gonna make the best decision for himself. We'll see what happens.
And here's my thing about that too. Like the thing is that my thing about this whole ring chasing thing is like, if LeBron really wanted a ring chase, because obviously any team he joins is gonna get like a vet minimum, right? I think the Warriors are the only team that can offer him like the biggest like mid-level exception, which is about $50 million. But think about it, guys. Just think about this, all right? If LeBron really wanted to ring chase, he would be trying to join teams like the OKC, the Spurs. You know what I'm saying? Like, and those are not teams or options that, he's willing to join, teams that he's willing to join, right? So it's like, this whole ring chasing thing is kind of weird to me. And another thing too, granted, we all know the Warriors are an organization that's won championships, but they haven't won one in 4 years. Philly hasn't won one in who knows how fucking long. The Heat haven't won one since LeBron James. So it's kind of like, and I think the Timberwolves are in the mix as well, which I don't think is happening, but they haven't won a championship since when? It's not like LeBron is joining teams that have won championships like, recently, as of late. Shit. The Warriors are like trying to scramble to, help Steph Curry in the last couple of his years to win a championship. So it's like, this whole ring chasing narrative is weird to me. I personally don't think he's ring chasing, in my opinion, personally. I just don't. Man, I miss these type of battles, bro.
James on the drive, gets inside, gets contact. We'll watch from RC. Durant jump shot, that's good. Now he's in double figures with 11. Durant's gonna have to hoist one up and does.
Man, I miss these battles, bro. This is just like 12 years ago. Like, this is just the other day.
5 to shoot. Durant spins. Nice feed. Gorgeous pass. Cephalosha loses his shoe, falls down. They get the pass inside and threads the needle and gets the bucket. James drives, pulls up. Sweet big one. Durant, tough. Durant now with 20 points. James gets past Jones. Stops, falling away. Cole finds James, cutting to the basket, goes in, accident, goes right at Ibaka. Durham is James. Jones trying to stay with him, another fall away. Durant has 2 fouls, picked them up very early. James jump shot was on. He's on his game right now. Durant off the glass. He's got 25, and now Durant's on.
Man, this was just the other day.
Durant fires.
Crazy shit, bro. Crazy shit. All right, what else is going on, man? What else is happening? I kind of want to talk about Ja Morant. So as we all know, Ja Morant, let's talk about him real quick. I want to do a little video for YouTube on him. Now, as we all know, right, Ja Morant was traded to the Trailblazers. Ja Morant trade details. And, much of the talk surrounding Ja Morant, especially throughout the course of the season and this offseason, was that the Grizzlies were really trying to get off Ja Morant, right? And they, finally did. I think it was a couple of weeks ago, right? It was a blockbuster move that signaled a hard reset for Memphis, right? So they sent their 2-time All-Star Ja Morant to Portland, and in return, they got Jeremy Grant, Chris Murray, and $1 million in cash. Now, obviously, I'm a big Ja Morant fan, and I did feel that, y'all remember when he was like, go talk to the coaching staff? Y'all remember the coaching staff video? Let me show y'all to y'all. To me, it was the beginning of the end. Now, obviously, we know about the gun incidents, which obviously, he's moved past that. But when, Ja Morant had that, back and forth with the coaching staff, and it was the beginning of this past season. Yeah, it was pretty much the beginning of the end for Ja Morant. Where is that clip? Here we go.
The Bush Guide, cold and smooth survival.
Nah, I want to go to YouTube. What we doing? Why am I getting ads? The fuck? I should not be getting ads in this shit.
Ja Morant finished with 8 points in the loss to the Lakers tonight, going 3 for 14 from the field and did not score in the second half, shooting 0 for 7 and was not happy with the coaches.
So Ja Morant, just to give you guys background, Ja Morant was very lackadaisical in this game. As you can see, he wasn't even like trying to interact with the coaching staff. And, the coach called him out post-game because of his lack of effort being a leader. And I think the coach actually called him out publicly in the post-game presser. So
his post-game interview.
What went wrong for you today?
Go ask the coaching staff.
Do you feel like, there was anything you could do differently, I guess?
You go ask them. They had a whole spiel in here, so.
Nah, he wasn't having that shit.
From the outside, and the outside may be wrong, but from the outside, it didn't look like you had your usual energy tonight.
Go ask the coaching staff why.
Okay. You feel like you should play more?
Go ask the coaching staff. Should I play more or not?
Yeah, so following this, right, I was like, yeah, there's just no. And I think after this, right, a couple of games later, he said that he lost his joy. And when your star player says he lost his joy playing for your team, yeah, the relationship is basically, it's come to an end. And it certainly has. So, they traded him to Portland. And Ja Morant has recently come out and spoke to reporters. I actually haven't heard from Ja Morant since, like, in a while, right? As a Ja Morant fan, it felt that way, right? We haven't really heard from him. Let me go to X to get some clips. But he seems to have turned around and has like a different, from what I see, he's having a different perspective and seems to have matured a bit more. And it's more so about not to say he's never been a team player, but there was a clip of him saying that he doesn't care if he comes off the bench. I was surprised. I was like, what? Ja Morant coming off the bench? Oh, that's crazy. Let me see if I can find that. Actually, let me start with the here we go. Here we go. So he's addressing the whole gun incident and how, this bad guy image that, has dealt with is a misconception. Check this out.
And I felt like if I was, obviously I've done, what I've done in the past, but it's been addressed and handled already. So I don't see why, years later, that's still the topic when nothing happened since, And I felt like if I was that guy, y'all wouldn't be talking to me now. I wouldn't be here, so.
You did build up a big fan.
Obviously I've done, what I've done in the past, but it's been addressed and handled.
He also spoke about how he's been more into nature, which, hey, that's cool, I guess.
The rain, man.
Portland has really, it seemed like Portland really, turned him around. And again, I was one of those people that said that he needed a change of scenery. A lot of people were saying that, like, the relationship in Memphis was over. In order for him to, move past, these narratives that he's had to deal with, a change of scenery was needed, and Portland seems to be the place.
The rain, man. It rained a lot. Actually, got took fishing in the rain. So that's one thing I know for sure. But I feel like it's a very quiet spot. It's nice. I don't know if y'all pay attention to me lately, but I've been kind of into nature, so I feel like that's a bonus for me also.
Hiking or what?
I'm not hiking now, but I can go walking, ride a bike, I've been kayaking lately. So
what spurred that?
So he been kayaking. There was a clip of him talking about coming off the bench. I was surprised. I'm like, is this real? Hopefully it's not real. I don't want to see Ja come off the bench, man. Although if that's what the team needs. He was also going to wear number 12, but I think we all know LaMarcus Aldridge is number 12 for the Portland Trailblazers, and I think it's rumored that they may be retiring that jersey. So Ja Morant will not be wearing number 12. I don't know what number he's going to be wearing, though. Okay, so it looks like his coach. So for those who don't know, Mike Nori was actually hired as the Blazers coach, I think, this offseason. So the Blazers are coming into this upcoming season with a new coach. And here's him talking about Ja Morant potentially coming off the bench.
What will he do? What's your idea now?
Well, I don't know. I mean, to that thing, the other thing is I take people at their word. So my thing is you can say it, and if it has to come to that, say, hey, well, you said you didn't care, number one. But the second thing is I really believe guys like Ja, guys like Dame, guys like Drew that have been through it, been around, they want to win, and winning is the most important thing. And if you can put yourself in to do that, whether it's coming off the bench or starting, as long as you get your minutes, and it's I would never say it's easy, but to your point, we got 4 spots, 1 through 4. They may be small, they may be this. Obviously, when you talk about Klingon and Robert at the 5, the majority of the time or whatnot, but it's going to be, they're going to get their minutes because we're going to be able to play hard and put pressure on people and exert some energy early. So hopefully they do play themselves to not exhaustion, but where they can get out and go back in. And
now, I will say this. I don't know what Portland was thinking when they traded for Ja Morant. Now, granted, I'm not saying Ja Morant isn't a bad player, but they have so many guards. They have Scoot Henderson. They have Drew Holiday. They have Damian Lillard. They have now Ja Morant, Shaedon Sharpe. A lot of guards. It's a guard-heavy squad. But when Ja Morant joined the Trailblazers, I couldn't help but think of, when CJ and Damian Lillard back in the day when they were, I think they combined for 60 a game sometimes, 50 to 60 a game. And, I don't want to, as a Ja Morant fan, I don't want to see him coming off the bench. I want to see him starting. But one thing I can say about Ja Morant is that he definitely needs to work on his outside jumper. Now, Ja Morant shot a career low all across the boards. And I'm sorry, Ja Morant, I got to get into the basketball shit. I can't just, heap high praise and not give the basketball context. Because Ja Morant, so just to give you guys clear visibility here, right? In the 2024 season, Ja Morant averaged 23 points, shot 45% from the field. And granted, like I said, he's not a great outside shooter, right? But he was still shooting 30%, which is below league average, just to give you guys, just give you context. Shot 82% from the free throw, averaged 4 rebounds and 7 assists, right? And also averaged a steal. This is 2 seasons ago, right? Now, this past season, he averaged 19, a dip, shot just under 20 points a game. Averaged 41% from the field, dip, 23% from the 3-point line, dip, and shot a little bit better from free throw, but it just wasn't a great season for Ja Morant, and he only played 20 games, 20. And I think they shut him down because they didn't want to they wanted to preserve his trade value because, like I said, Memphis they were done with Ja Morant, it was over. But I'm looking forward to seeing what comes for Ja Morant in his Portland Trailblazers career. I feel that him playing alongside Damian Lillard, he has a vet in Drew Holiday. I think he has some good people around him, and I think he'll make best of his new situation. All right. What's up, my internet?
For Ja, man. Ja been the number 1 shoe with Nike for a minute. You know what I'm saying? It's only right that he go to Portland. It's a new energy. It's not Memphis. Might be totally flip side of the coin. Not saying Portland ain't got its own issues, but it's a place where you can actually get a bunch of space, breathe fresh air. They got a whole wellness community out there that he can tap into. Seattle's 90 minutes up the road. The Northwest is probably one of the prettiest, most beautiful places that you can ever go to, man. It's probably untapped too, with Seattle, just not coming back. But yeah, that whole area is so unexplored. If he can tap into that, Vancouver's a couple hours from Seattle. If he could really go in there and just, Dame's still there. They still got Holiday. If I'm Portland, I wouldn't get rid of no guards because you got to have the guard play for OKC. You got to have guard play for the Spurs. I like that.
That's a good point. That's a really good point.
Good job, man. Job being the number.
Yeah, man. We're rooting for Ja, man. I'm rooting for Ja, man. Can't wait to see how he looks. I definitely want him to start, but we'll see. We'll see what the coaching staff decides. Yeah, man. All right, last topic of the stream, man. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys drop a like. Do me a favor and drop a like on this stream if you haven't already. So Jaylen Brown and Kyrie Irving, they had a sit down on stream. I think Jaylen Brown went to Kyrie's stream to be exact. And I thought this was a pretty cool thing they spoke about, right? So they spoke about how, well, they revealed how they almost got into a serious fight when Kyrie Irving was playing with the Celtics. Here we go.
What's crazy is we almost fought one time.
I know.
Who do you thought would have won? So you confronted me. I remember we were standing under the basket, and then you came up to me and was like, "It's been incredible, bro. Like this whole journey of of how we met to like where we're at now. It didn't always start off like that.
No, bro. I think those are some of the greatest stories, though.
It is like I wouldn't go far as say like we wasn't cool or not. We was cool. Come on, AD.
I don't even say that. Like we were cool on each other. Like I see you, yo. You good? Hey, yo, you good, my boy? You good, my boy? All right, bro. I fuck with
for
you.
Sure.
But,
What's crazy is we almost fought one time.
I know.
Who do you thought would have won?
Yeah, man.
I remember like it was yesterday. Chat. I come to
I think JB watched Kyrie
practice. I'm coming to practice. I don't know what's going on today. First off, we haven't heard from Kyrie. I haven't heard his voice in 2 weeks. He hasn't said, in Boston.
I definitely used to get silent, bro. I didn't know how to express myself, bro.
So okay, let me just explain this chat. I don't know what was going on, but you decided you needed to have a heart-to-heart with everybody.
I did.
So you confronted me. I remember we were standing under the basket, and then you came up to me and was like, "I know who you are." I'm not gonna let you let us down.
No, but go ahead.
We're standing under the basket.
Yeah, bro. I remember it like yesterday. Yep. Go ahead, get into it, bro.
He pointed in my face. I know who you are. This is a chat.
Nah, he pointed in his face.
He points in my face and says, "I know who you are." So I'm like, "That's great, because I know who I am too." He's like, "No, you don't."
I did. I was like, "Nah, you don't know who you are yet, bro."
I've done it. I've been there. I've done it. You know what I mean? It was just a lot of like, I don't know what the point of none of the argument was.
No, it wasn't even an argument. It was almost overflow of just emotion that I was dealing with, bro. I told you I lost my grandfather that year.
That's true.
I was supposed to sign back for 5 years. I announced it, and then my grandfather passed a week later. But after I left the team and went to his funeral, bro, I didn't even take any time off to grieve.
That's true.
Like no time off. I just went straight into the game. So being around y'all didn't feel like I was having fun. It wasn't y'all fault. It was me. You know what I'm saying? I told you that after we had a heart-to-heart. I told you, I was like, bro, as a man, I was like, bro, I came at you guys crazy. Come on, that's not what I was trying to exemplify as a young man either. You know what I mean? Like, we can't talk about this. Like, I know who you are, but come on, bro, it's not crazy. My younger version of me, I've accepted, bro, for sure. Because that came with a lot of practice and time and just understanding how humans are and respecting space and boundaries and knowing my own boundaries and just being able to talk authentically about real shit. Like you can confront somebody and tell them how you really feel and be like, bro.
Honestly, you know what? In hindsight, I love it and I respect it because there needs to be a little bit more confrontation in the atmosphere than it is at times. There's so many politics and sports and stuff. It is unreal. Like, people like to think that politics and sports are like not.
All right, so they veer off to a different subject, but yeah, man, and it's funny because when Kyrie joined Boston, right, he wanted his own team. He wanted to be a leader of men, And he figured out quick that this shit was not easy. I don't know if you guys followed that storyline, but eventually he did apologize to LeBron because he's like, damn, this shit is not easy. I remember there were reports that he used to always bump heads with JT and JB. Not to say that they're not cool. They're obviously cool, but Kyrie he just went through a lot of things after leaving Cleveland, man. I felt like he should have stayed, but it is what it is. All right. I said that was the last topic, but no, I have one more. I have one more topic. One more topic. Make sure y'all follow me on the gram. Appreciate the support. Hold on. So as we all know, right, Victor Wembanyama actually signed a rookie contract. Was it a rookie maximum contract extension? Yeah, so he signed a 5-year. Let me put this here so you guys can see. He signed a 5-year, $252 million maximum rookie contract extension with a player option in the 5th season. And he also took a slight pay cut. Where are the details for that? Here we go. So it says he left $51 million on the table for the Spurs' future. He decided to sign a 5-year, $252 million max extension, choosing the 25% max over the 30% super max that would have gotten him to $303 million. So the move gives San Antonio the flexibility to build a sustained title contender around him. Now, Shannon Sharpe actually had a strong reaction to this, saying that he doesn't understand why players take pay cuts. You know, because they're not lowering the prices for tickets. Owners are still going to make their billions. And he just made a pretty interesting point that I want you guys to take a look at and something that we can react to. Let me find that for you guys. Hold on. Okay. Here we go. Here we go.
In Wemby's case here, he gonna make so much money off the court here. He gonna make up all that.
I'm gonna because guess what? I can still get this max contract and still get my money. Because guess what? I guarantee you them tickets ain't gonna get no cheaper.
I know.
Even though Wemby took a $50 million hit, you think they're gonna lower or raise the ticket prices every single year moving forward, Ocho?
They going
concession.
up.
Do you think they're gonna raise or lower the concession every single year moving forward, Joe? Let me ask you a question. NBC, Amazon Prime, ESPN, tell me which one they gave a discount because these players are taking a discount.
Right. You're right.
Well,
we're going to talk about this in a second, Joe, before you go. You see what the Seattle Seahawks just went for, Joe? Ocho?
What they went for?
9.6. He bought the team in 1997 for $194 million.
Damn.
Man, that's crazy.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was 2023. Washington sold for $6 billion. 3 years later, an extra $3.6 billion. Now I want to know, did they say, you know what? I'm gonna give you a discount on this. I know we worth about 9.6, but I'm gonna let you have it for 9. You see how they do? And fans gonna eat it up. Fans don't know. Even if the team sacrifices money, you still gonna pay full price. Your PSLs ain't gonna go down. Your playoff tickets ain't gonna go down.
You're right.
But hey, they've I'm not going to tell a player what he should or shouldn't do. That's your money. You want to give the team a discount? Give your team a discount.
I mean, Shannon, he makes a pretty decent point when you look at it from the standpoint that, hey, look, man, these owners, they're gonna get these big bucks no matter what, right? And you know, I also saw a clip where Rich Paul said that players have to maximize their earning window as much as they can, right? Sometimes taking a pay cut isn't really in your best interest. Now, granted, this has been a really popular topic because Jalen Brunson, obviously, he took a pay cut and, you know, it ultimately resulted in a championship, right? So in some cases it does work, but I do see Shannon Sharpe's point here and can't really disagree with that. All right, last topic. I swear this is the last topic, deadass. So I saw a clip of Jermaine O'Neal, who spoke about never getting his recognition for his impact on the defensive side of the ball. All right, my bad. Check that out. Check this out. Check this out. Here we go.
Some of the shit that went on, bro, like with, I look at my situation, bro, where I average maybe 2.3 blocks a game for almost 11 straight years.
Man, talk your shit, man.
Right? And did not make a all defensive team, and it's 3 of them.
Who the fuck was voting?
I led the league in total blocks.
That was crazy.
And did not make an all defensive team, bro.
That's crazy.
And still having to score every night. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's just like this crazy thing, bro. Like, it's just certain things I hadn't quite gotten over yet, bro. Because I always took pride in blocking shots and fuck, like, not to get one of the 3 and you lead the league in blocks.
So where did that knack for shot blocking come from?
I mean, to give you understanding, as great as Ben Wallace was blocking shots,
yeah.
Pull it up now. I've averaged more 2.3 blocks a game for a longer period of time than he did.
But it's like his reputation is literally like...
Yeah, somebody pull it up back there.
Damn.
I'll pull it up.
Like, pull it up.
Yeah.
Like, just look how many years that he averaged at minimum 2.3. So I think it was like 6 or 7.
Where did you get that knack from? Was it like a natural instinct of timing? 'Cause a lot of shot blockers say like Mutombo was the greatest at that. He had that timing where he didn't bite on them fakes. Where did you learn that?
Especially as a guard.
Was it natural
like,
or did you learn it?
Yeah, like a guard.
Man, Coach Glimp. He was like, I remember this true story. He's like, if you don't get your tall giraffe ass off the floor. This is true story. He said that. It's true story. I'm not even lying.
To get off the what?
Get off the floor.
Get off the floor.
Get off the floor and block a shot. I swear he
you
did.
trying to draw charges?
Nah, I just wouldn't block the shot.
Oh, you was watching?
I didn't know how to block shots.
Oh, okay.
Giraffe ass.
They called me a giraffe,
5
bro.
inches.
Bro, I was hot when he called me this giraffe too, bro.
So you was watching Bill Russell?
Is that Monte Ellis?
Right? I saw you was like Elijah Wan was your guy and Bill Russell.
Yeah, Elijah Wan in particular was the one that I really, really liked a lot because he was just dancing with people. It was crazy. Like and the first damn game, I think, I played them and I was out of there.
You got like 3 fouls?
Bro, he was out in the matter of like a minute, bro. Like, I swear.
That footage.
Bro, listen, I swear to God, but I must have picked up 4 fouls in like 2 minutes, bro.
Wow.
They threw him the ball every time we went down the court.
What was he doing? Was he facing up or he was just
everything, bro? Like
he was working. He was basically, bro. What?
4 times. I count how many times I did it. Consecutive years.
And no DPOY.
No defensive player of the year.
Now, according to, I did a little bit of research on this. Because I didn't really keep up with too much of Jermaine O'Neal's career, right? But according to what I got from Reddit, right, it says here that that Jermaine O'Neal never won an All Defensive award due to fierce competition at the forward center. You got players like Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, and also, right, this is funny that I read. It said that the Malice at the Palace brawl negatively impact his league-wide reputation and media voting, right? It says O'Neal was the anchor of an elite Indiana Pacers defense and regularly ranked near the top of the league in total blocks and blocks per game. However, the all-defensive teams are voted on by NBA head coaches, and there were generally only 4 front court spots, 2 first team, 2 second team, available each year. During O'Neal's prime, these spots were consistently locked up by defensive titans and perennial all-stars such as Tim Duncan, who's a 15-time all-star defensive selection, Kevin Garnett, who was a 12-time all-defensive selection, Ben Wallace, who was a 6-time all-defensive selection, Bruce Bowen, who was an 8-time all-defensive selection. So there's that, and also the fact that the fallout of the 2004 Pacers brawl basically damaged his image, in the eyes of the media and league officials, front office officials. So, yeah, I'll let you guys decide that in the comments. I'm putting this on YouTube, by the way, tomorrow, so check it out if you want to review this again. But yeah, man, yeah, it is what it is. Unfortunate. But yeah, man, that is the stream. That is the stream, guys. I'm gonna get copyrighted for this. I'm not gonna even play that shit. Y'all saw Braun in New York City? Somebody say he about to act like the drunken uncle at the cookout his last season.
How was the show, LeBron? LeBron, how was the show? Yes, sir. Yeah. LeBron, yes, sir.
Say LeBron fucked with Jay-Z that night. They're boys. They always fuck each other.
George. Thing I don't like though, if you with me, Jason Tatum, you should went in that front office and sat down to motherfucker. Hey, let me tell you, motherfucker, that's my goddamn guy. Keep that motherfucker here.
Well, that's the part I'm actually surprised.
And it's funny because Jaylen Brown actually liked this post or this video.
Hasn't come up a little bit more is that the Celtics had clearly decided that Jason Tatum is the one, even if he's coming off the Achilles tear. But he clearly did not jump in front of the bus on this one, right? Even if you don't think that Tatum got him out of there, Tatum did not keep him there. And I think that there's a story in that part, George.
Yep. Yeah. Nothing new, guys. Oh, hold on. Nothing really new. Yeah, it's the off season. Nothing really crazy going on right now, but you know, we're gonna keep you guys up to date with what's coming up. Yeah, I think we covered everything though that's trending. Let me see. Did I repost anything that's worth reacting to? I wanted to react to the AJ DeBonsa and Darren Peterson showdown. Not showdown. What the fuck am I saying? Summer League highlights. We'll get into that probably next stream. Yeah, man. I appreciate you guys for tuning in, man. I'm out. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. You guys see the handle, not the handle, but the well, yeah, it is a handle. Top left corner of your screen. Follow me on Twitch at BBonLockTV. If you're watching, I appreciate the support. The next stream should probably be this Wednesday, given that, you know, there's something to talk about, right? It's very fucking slow. But I appreciate you guys if you watch me for even a single minute, a couple seconds. Yeah, man. Gonna try to make these streams more frequently throughout the week. 3 at minimum, hopefully. 2 minimum a week. But yeah, man. But yeah, I appreciate the support. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.